Hello there.
Hey, what is up, you beautiful TCG loving faces? It's your boy Shona Caesar here, you guys, another video. And as you guys can see from the thumbnail, this will be the breakdown as to what is in Starter Deck 36 Yellow Captain Eustace Kid. Arguably one of my favorite yellow decks. I'm not much of a big fan of yellow, but I would say it's not my favorite because my favorite when I first started playing was Katakuri. But this quickly worked his way up there as to one of my favorite starter decks, or sorry, one of my favorite yellow leaders when I was playing it for a while. Like I played it when people stopped playing it at my locals. We had a couple guys that played it religiously, and then one day, I think it was during like PRB02 meta, I got a lot of the alts for like the yellow supernova cards, like the X-Drake and the Basil Hawkins. So when I ended up getting those alts, I decided to go ahead and build the deck and play it and see how I felt about it. But what is in the box? First off, you guys get the pamphlet teaching you guys how to play the game, the rules, the phases, and what exactly to do. In case you are new, this will teach you how to play. On the other side, obviously, we have the playmats to help you set up your board correctly, and then you're ready to go. And then we obviously have the deck, and in the deck, or under the deck, we have a booster pack of OP16. We're going to be opening two of these bad boys, so I'm going to have two starter decks to go with them. Two booster packs open at the end of the video, so stay to the end to see what we pull from there. And then let's go ahead and get into what is in this starter deck. If you guys are unfamiliar with what Captain Eustace Kid does, he is a 5k 5 life mono yellow leader that says end of turn, or ending of turn, you may turn one card from the top of your life cards face up. Set up to one of your supernova type characters with a cost of 3 to 8 as active, and that character gains blocker until the end of your opponent's next turn. So basically, it's just making a blocker. You're going to give your opponent a little bit of information on your life. You're also going to gain that information, obviously. And then you're making a 3 to 8 cost blocker with the effect, which can be pretty relevant given the cards that you usually play in this deck. Starting off, we'll be going into the new SR, the 4-cost 6k killer. It says on your turn, on play, if your leader has the Kid Pirates type, add up to one card from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards. So it's like a 4-cost Zoro heal, only it doesn't cost you a card out of hand. It's just leader locked, and you can only do it on your turn, which is relevant because the trigger is if your opponent is at 3 or less life, you can play this card. So you can choose to add it to your hand so that you have another way to heal when it comes back to your turn, or you can play it out just so that you have another 6k body to be aggressive with on your following turn. Obviously, SRs only come 2 per deck, so if you want to get 4, you have to buy 2 starter decks, which is why I bought 2 of them. Next up, the next really good card that we have, the new card, is 6-cost 7k Eustace Captain Kid. On your opponent's attack, once per turn, you may turn one card from the top or bottom of your life cards face down. Change the target of the attack to your Eustace Captain Kid with a base 5k power or more. And then activate main, you may turn one card from your top of your deck or life face up. Give it to one Rested Dawn card up to one of your leaders. It's not bad. So you're able to turn something face up for the effect. You can do it from the top or bottom. You're usually going to end up doing the bottom because the top will be restricted to your leader effect. Turn it face out to give your leader one Rested Dawn so that it can swing for 6, potentially more if you have more Dawn available to you. And then on your opponent's attack, you can turn the card, your top life or the bottom life, face down so that you can redirect the attack to either this Captain Eustace Kid or usually the one that we do run, which is the 8-cost 9k Captain Eustace Kid. So you have a bit of a redirect, kind of like Blackbeard. Not as good, but it's not too bad. Of course, 2 copies of that. Next, we have the 3-cost 3k 2k counter Cavendish on KO. You may trash one card from your hand, add it to one card from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards. Pretty good, because this is a character that you are able to restand and give blocker, so that you can force the on KO, pitch a card to go ahead and heal. That's not bad at all. And it looks like they're giving you 4 copies of this 2k. I don't see you playing the card, but it's available to you if you really want to, if you're really leaning towards that strategy. Next, we have the 4-cost 4k 2k counter Scratch Man Apu. As a trigger of draw 1 and Draw 1 and your supernova type leader gains base power becomes 7,000 during this turn. Not bad. Seeing this in life would be really freaking good, becoming a 7k leader, but it would have to be like the top life, and obviously you have the situation that is set up for where like this becomes like really relevant, but being able to draw a card on top of that as well is incredibly good. Looks like they are giving you 2 copies of this 2k, so if you want 4 of those, you're gonna have to get 2 starters. Next up, we have the 1 cost 2k 1k counter. On play, you may trash 1 supernova type card from your hand to draw 2 cards. Very freaking good. Pitch something that you don't really need to go ahead and cycle your hand, draw 2 cards, dig deeper and see what you need. Looks like they're giving you 4 copies of the Bart. Next up, we have the 5 cost 7k Vanilla Rose with 1k counter. Just a card that you can play on curve at 5, turn a life card at the end of your turn face up to make this a 7k blocker. Not bad. I didn't exactly run that when I ran the Vanilla Cavendish early on when I first started playing the deck. Next, we have the 1 cost 0 power 2k counter Capone Gang Beige. On play, you may add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life cards to your hand and up to 1 supernova type character card from your hand to the top of your life face up. So you can go ahead and add a life from the top or bottom of your life and then go ahead and replace it with that scratch Metapu so that you can guarantee that card draw and that becoming the base 7. Pretty freaking good. I don't think we run this. I know I'm not going to be running this in the list, but it is definitely an option for you. It is also a 2k counter, if I didn't mention that, and you get 4 copies of that bad boy. And one of my favorite cards in this deck is the 4 cost 5k 1k counter Basil Hawkins. Has on KO trash up to one of your opponent's life cards. So this is another card that you could go ahead and give it blocker and force that on KO. And it's also a pretty aggressive body because your opponents usually don't want to swing into them because they do not want to trash a card. So you can go ahead and swing 5, give it blocker, force a card, or if you want to give something else blocker and leave this rested, a lot of times they don't want to swing into it in any way. Then it also has a pretty good trigger of draw 2, trash 1 card from your hand. Not bad. And it's giving you 4 copies of this bad boy as well. Next up, another Supernova staple. It is a 1 cost 2k 1k counter Monkey D. Luffy. It is your Supernova researcher looking at top 5 for a Supernova type other than Monkey D. Luffy. So we're going to search for everything else in your deck. It's very important. Then, another card I really love, a 3 cost 3k 2k counter X-Drake. You can activate main rest up to one of your opponent's character, arrest this character, and then if the number of life cards is equal to or less than the number of your opponent's life cards, rest up to one of your opponent's 4 costs or less. This is a card that I actually use in Navy Nate because it does come up pretty often. People don't exactly, they're not a big fan of it. I am. I love this card mainly because I have the ult, but that's besides the point. But it is a pretty good card. I do love this card, and it looks like they are giving you 4 copies of this 2k as well. Then, next up, we have the 5 cost 6k 1k counter. Zoro says, on KO, if your leader has a supernova type, play up to 1 supernova type character with a cost of 4 or less from your hand rested. And then as a trigger of KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 1 or less and add this card to your hand. KO and stuff that's a 1 or less isn't very relevant. I mean, it kind of is now, but the on KO is pretty good. You can swing it with 6k, give it blocker, force the KO to then be able to play out like a X-Drake, or you can play out a Basil Hawkins. You can play out the killer, but you won't get the heal off the killer, but it's not bad. Just replacing it with another 4 cost body that you can use to be aggressive or use to do something else, but not a bad card. I don't see a lot of people playing it, but it is an option to you. Next up, we have the 5 cost 6k 1k counter Giuliani. This is on play. Your leader has the supernova type, and the number of life cards is equal to or less than the number of your opponent's life cards. You can add up to one of your opponent's life characters with a cost of 4 or less to the top or bottom of your owner's life face up. I feel like this would be really good if we were in a 4 cost meta once again, but we're not. I feel like we're in a 5 cost meta. A lot of really good cards are 5 costs or more. So this isn't too relevant, but if you're playing against a deck that you know has a lot of 4 costs, or if we ever go into a 4 cost meta again, this card can see a lot of play. Being able to remove something, put it at the top of their life, healing them isn't the best, but when you have other cards that you usually run in the deck, like the 8 cost uses Captain Kidd to be able to trash your opponent's life, you can basically, it's like pseudo removal. You're getting it off the board, you have to worry about taking a swing from that card again, and then you can play your 8 cost Kidd to go ahead and trash it. So it's not bad. It's a strategy that you can use pretty religiously if you're playing well, previously when you were playing like 8 cost Katakuri and then 8 cost Kid, put an 8 cost to the top and then play 8 cost Kid to come and trash it. Next up, and it looks like it is the second to last card, is the 4-cost 5K 2K counter. Trafalgar Law has a trigger if your leader has a supernova type, and you and your opponent have a total of 5 or less life cards. You can play this card. Very important card for Navy Nate. Pretty good searchable 2K for Kid, and also a body that you could potentially play out if you want to be aggressive with it. So it's definitely not bad. And it looks like they're giving you 4 of this card. Very good. Very good card to have 4 of. Then you have the 1 cost. The one who is the most free is the Pirate King event. It says, look at top 5, reveal reveal to 1 supernova type character and add it to your hand, and place the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order, and then it has a trigger to activate main. So you have yourself an other searcher in the deck, being able to search top 4 for a supernova type character. Not bad at all. Out of the box, how do I feel about this deck? I don't think it's too bad. I know the killer and the useless kid are definitely like the heavy hitters. They are the SRs. But you do get a lot of cards to help you work towards your strategy and ways to abuse it. You have the Cavernous that you're able to go ahead and give blocker and be able to heal. You have the Basil Hawkins that you can give blocker and force your opponent to trash the top card of their life. You have the Capone Beige that you can go ahead and add something like Scratch Banapu at the top of your life, or something like Wall at the top of your life. You have the Zora once again to force a block and be able to play something else out after you've swung with it. And then you have Bonding to kind of remove things off the board that are 4 costs or less, so that you don't have to worry about them. So out of the box, it's not too bad of a deck. Obviously, the starter decks are not meant to be like competitive straight out of the box, but they are pretty good when you're playing to learn the game and playing against other starter decks. Which, once again, right now they have a starter deck event going on at like the local game stores, where you can, if you're new to the game, go to those stores. You get to choose a starter deck, learn to play the game in a tournament setting, and you're playing against other starter decks. So it's a really good way to get introduced to One Piece as a whole. So not bad. Useless Kid, not a bad deck. Now, let's get into these packs. We got lucky off of the first pack when I was ripping open Sabo. And I've been on a losing streak since. We had 1 alt, but everything else has been, maybe, I think it was like 2 other SRs and then a bunch of rares. So let's see if these packs want to be kind to me from the rest of these. We get a Daz Bones and a Katarina Devon. I've seen a lot of rares for Blue Purple Luffy. A lot of rares for Blue Purple Luffy. Oh, accidentally got 2 there. But let's see, we got more packs open. We got 2 more starter decks to go through, so there's more packs there. And another double rare pack. Alright, that's going to be it. Guys, please let me know what you think of the video in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys' Yellow Useless Kid builds are going to be looking like going into the future. If you have any questions about the deck, you can let me know down below. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Shonahis are out. Peace.